A fireman has taken his daughter to see her idol in concert. What could possibly go wrong? Oddly enough, the stadium is crawling with cops. But why? Maybe because Daddy Hartnett is a psychopathic serial killer, and a trap has been set to catch him. It's a game of cat and ratatouille, from the director who brought you some of the best twisty twist endings in Trap. Hello there, you loose units, and welcome back to another episode of Spicy Boy Reviews. I'm, of course, your host, Andrew Iles. That's right, Trap, directed by the one and only M. Night Shyamalan, who's directed a couple of things here and there. We meet Cooper, a devout father and fireman played by a resurfaced Josh Hartnett. He's taken his daughter to see her first concert and her idol, Lady Raven, who is played by the director's daughter, Salika Shyamalan, in her feature film debut. Her character is a mix between Beyoncé and Lady Gaga, and actually wrote, recorded and performed all of her character songs in the film, proving that absolutely anybody can produce the disposable drivel that's known as modern music. Anyway, this is Josh Heartthrob's daughter's first concert, and it's fair to say she's a little excited. However, Cooper starts to notice that the stadium is crawling with law enforcement, SWAT, police, and FBI. However, a conveniently helpful merch salesman spills the beans due to Cooper's politeness and informs him that all of this hoopla is to catch the psychopathic serial killer, the Butcher. And wouldn't you know it, Cooper just so happens to be the Butcher they're looking for. Whoopsies! What ensues next is a game of cat and mouse as Cooper is trying to find an escape in this scenario. Along the way, there is an infamous profiler who is hot on his heels, and conveniently telling everyone with a radio her plan. And oddly enough, this infamous profiler is played by Hayley Mills, who was one of the twins from the original Parent Trap movie. It's a trap-verse! You'll hear the word convenient a lot throughout this review, as every character in this film is an NPC who gives clues, important pieces of information, and the next side quest to our POV character, Cooper. Everything is laid out nicely for Coops in the most conveniently way possible.
Oh, I see. Then everything is wrapped up in a neat little package.
Which is not the worst thing in the world, but comes across as very juvenile and in the style of writing from, say, a film student. You see, M. Night is a good director, not so good behind the keyboard. However, this convenient plot device wasn't bothering me too much until about the 1 hour mark. And that's when the film comes completely off the rails and becomes an unbelievable over-the-top bukkake party of synopsis bullshit. If you've seen the trailer, you've seen the first half of the film. Again, not bad, but very silly in a tongue-in-cheek kind of way. But the midway point? What the actual fuck? I don't want to spoil this film, I'd prefer you see it for yourself, and I'm going to try and be as vague as possible, but ye be warned just in case, spoiler alert! Maybe. The second half of the film turns itself on its head, and it seems that Lady Nepotism becomes kind of our hero. Then, fucks off quickly, never to be seen again. There is so many conveniences in this film, and stupid plot devices. Like, here's a scenario. Imagine Lady Gaga is in your house playing your piano and serenading you with a solo song. And up until this point, you've been teased at school and somewhat have become an outcast and a loner. You'd think your mum, yourself, and your little brother would be filming this scenario on their phones, capturing this moment and uploading it in some kind of online clout justice. Also, if you're as hugely famous as Lady Gaga, you're just gonna go into suburbia and rock up to a stranger's house with one limo driver? Like, no security at all. Yeah, totes believable. And there's a few little escapes in this film that is, you guessed it, convenient. It's like M. Night's wrote himself into a corner, and to get out of this sort of scenario, he goes, what if there was a trapdoor there the whole time? Yeah, that's cool and all, put that aside, but what about the one escape scenario that has hundreds of people right up against you with their phones filming all simultaneously, and you somehow slip out and get away out of this moment? Get fucked! Luckily, the climax of the film does quieten down a little bit, and Josh Heartthrob delivers a monologue proving that the boy still got the charisma. He is easily the best thing in this film. He dials up the kooky and overly friendly demeanour throughout the movie, but he knows when to dial it back and have a genuinely unsettling psychopathic moment. The film had a really great premise to begin with, hence why they put all the good stuff in the trailer. But by the end, it was absolutely riddled with convenience, stupid plot devices, and things just randomly happened to get a character out of a corner. And when you really start to think about the mechanics of these individual moments, the film falls apart immediately. Also, don't expect a big twisty twist at the end. Yeah, there is some form of a reveal, but not Sixth Sense level. This film started out promising, but by the end, it shat the bed. Anyway, guys, that's my cheeky little review of Trap. Write down below if you've seen it. What are your thoughts on it? But more importantly, what is your favourite M. Night Shyamalan film? And of course, if you made it this far into the episode, please give me a thumbs up because your love and support keeps me going, because I just love movies, and I assume you do as well. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe icon because I give it an episode weekly. And I'll see you back here next week for the next review. But until then, stay spooky, kids.